So this session today is quite a practical session. It's going to be predominantly run, I guess, by Shari De Silva, our technical account manager, but I'm also here as well as an online learning and education consultant or teacher at Schoolbox. The session is about how to do a self-health check on your instance. From time to time, we have been known to go through instances for schools. Maybe they're concerned that, you know, they're not getting the best, they're not using Schoolbox the best way. So this session is to help guide you in the things that we look at, so you have a little bit more control over making decisions and improving on practice within Schoolbox. I'll hand you over to Shari and we'll explain the different names on the tables. And just before I do, because it is a practical session, we do encourage the use of your devices. If you have a device that you can log in onto your school instance, that will be very helpful for this session. So here's Shari.
Thanks, Amy. All right. So I'm Shari. I'm one of the technical account managers at Valeris. And for those who don't know me, I've been here for about 6 months, but I've been working with the system for quite a long time. I was working at Melbourne Girls Grammar as the LMS administrator there, and then I went to Synergetic and I was a trainer, non-finance trainer there for a few years, and then it was just natural progression for me to come over to Schoolbox. So very good to be working here finally. So today with our health check, so by the end of this session, we're actually hoping that you're going to have reviewed your Schoolbox instance, probably only going to have time to really look at one particular segment today. We're going to identify what you're doing well in that particular section of the system, and look for areas of improvement and hopefully you'll get a better understanding of the best practice and setup and design for that area. And also what we'd really like you to do is to be able to set up some goals for improvement for your instance of Schoolbox, and hopefully something that you can be able to achieve going forward from after today. So let's have a look at the different focus areas. Now, like I said, we're probably going to only have time for one. Some of you speedy people might have a chance to have a look at a couple of areas of your instances today, but you can have a choice of looking at either your courses, the user experience, and setup and structure and communication strategy. So for your courses, we want you to review the back-end structure and look at the design and consistency across your courses. For your user experience, we're looking at how your end users and stakeholders are interacting with your system, for example, your parents and your students. Looking at your dashboard and the side and the top menus. Then for the setup and structure, we want you to delve into your back end and review the folders of your resource browser and your roles. And then for the communication strategy, it's actually reviewing that altogether. So we have split up the tables into those different categories. So have a little think about what you want to focus on today, and if I can actually get you to move to those tables that have actually been marked, so that we can actually have some roundtable discussions as well with your peers about those different areas. Okay, so how this is going to work. What I want you to do on your devices, we're going to log into your Schoolbox Help Centre. Okay, so we've got the address up here for you, for those who don't have a quick link to it and have forgotten. So help.schoolbox.com.au. And then I'm going to want you to click on that image slider on that dashboard. which has the self-help check. So I'm just going to show you what that's looking like.
In the top right of your dashboard, you'll see an image slider and it'll keep sliding. So it's that one in the top right. Now, eventually, you'll see self-health check session. So you need to click on that and that will take you to the self-health check page. Okay, so that's the first step. Is everyone going okay so far?
Once you're on this page, click on the image that you're going to be on the area of focus that you're going to be reviewing. And what we're going to need you to do is join that group page. So, say for instance, if I was going to go into the communication strategy and I want to join this particular group, I'm going right up to the top right-hand side and where the three dots are. When I hover over it, it says actions. We're going to be clicking on this and we're going to choose join group. Okay. Once you've joined the group, you'll notice that we've got some tasks that are actually coming up down the bottom there. We want you to read the tasks and then we want to get you to click into them and learn and read more about that topic. Okay. And then you're going to be able to review your school's instance with your new knowledge from what you're reading in this task instance here. Okay. Once the task's been completed, check off the task on the little grey box and write yourself a note about what you can do to improve. And we have provided some notes taking paper on your tables. However, we do also, if you go back a section. Thank you. All right. So, hopefully you guys have been able to have a bit of a look through, have some good discussions. So, your next steps are to maybe set up a meeting with internal Schoolbox team to discuss reorganisation of your resource browser or wireframe redesign for parent dashboards with marketing. You could survey staff on what's working well in their courses. You can create templates and minimum requirements for course and unit pages. And how are you going to use the positives you found? So organise time in your next staff meeting to showcase great courses or invite successful Schoolbox users to share their knowledge with other staff. So just some areas to think about there. Okay, so thanks very much everyone. I'm sure you're all saturated after 2 days worth of information, but we've got just the last section, the Great Hall, and then you're free to go. Thanks everyone.